Hi, welcome to my second presentation. Probably didn't expect to see me presenting again. Um, I have to first apologize to Dr. K for my mishap on Friday. I was supposed to present on the first half of this chapter, but something didn't click in my head right when I was reading the schedule, and I did the second half of the chapter instead. So my apologies to her. I know that she put in a lot of hard work on her Schoenberg presentation, and so I really feel horrible about that, and I really hope I didn't cause anybody else any problems. And so my second part, I want to apologize to all of you for any inconvenience that I've caused you, or for the readings and homework and such like that. So I really apologize. I do hope that you enjoyed my presentation, but once again, I don't have any excuse for why I messed up, but please accept my apologies. But as a way to fix the problem, Dr. K offered me the opportunity to present over the first half of this chapter, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I've got 8 different composers to talk about, so I'm going to try and move rather quickly. First, we're going to talk about Claude Debussy. Debussy was born on August 22nd of 1862 in Paris, France. He was raised in a really big family. There were 5 kids and then the 2 parents. So a very chaotic upbringing. Debussy's parents were considered to be rather impoverished. His father owned a china shop and his mom tailored for a living. They didn't make a lot of money, so neither of Debussy's parents were musicians either, so it's obvious that his parents wouldn't be the ones that furthered his musical career, nor gave him money to pursue studies or anything like that. It wasn't until Debussy's mother took residence with her sister-in-law that Debussy started to actually take music lessons at a very early age. And then, once they decided that he had quite a talent for piano, Debussy was 10 years old when he entered the Conservatory of Paris, and he studied there for 11 years. During his time at the conservatory, he had some ups, he had some downs. He had a very tumultuous life. Debussy was brought under the patronage of the Countess von Meck, a wealthy supporter of the arts from Russia, and she asked Debussy to accompany her and her children throughout Russia and throughout Eastern Europe to their many different residences. That way he could teach them piano, give them lessons, play duets with them, and entertain them. So this is what he did during his long summer vacations, getting used to this style of lavish life and really enjoying. Then he goes back to the conservatory where things aren't so nice. Then again he goes back home where again things really aren't so nice. So he's got this constant transition between living with somebody very wealthy and going back to being really, really poor. I think that causes a lot of problems in his life. But then we also see that he finds himself an admirer of the vocalist Blanche Wozniak, and so that's also going to have some influence in his life. I think all of these things all together, these different influences, both positive and negative, are going to give influence to his style of music. I think his style of music is rather uncertain and extreme. So you've got, when you listen to his music, it's really unusual. That's probably the best word to use because he doesn't have much traditional form. He doesn't have much use for traditional rules as far as music composition goes. And you're going to hear that when you listen to this next piece. So as you listen to his first piece, Clair de Lune, I would ask that you keep the inner turmoil of his personal life in mind and see that it's reflected in music. So go ahead and listen to the next clip, and when you're finished with that, we'll move on to the presentation.